Hey guys, I have yellow orange hair because I just bleached it, but I wasn't going to make a video today, but I decided that I really should because, well, something on the internet is frustrating me. It's more of a case of, how do I put this? So, there's a YouTuber out there, most of you know him as Onision or Greg or Onion or whatever. And he did a video called Wow. And I'm actually kind of peed off because I watched this video and the first thing I thought was like, holy fuck, like, I don't like this guy, but this guy is obviously sick. He's having a mental breakdown and it's fucked up. Like, people are just, you know, like, they're all just laughing at it, and I don't know, that kind of sucks. Because, like, I'm somebody who, I mean, I've spoken about it on the internet before. Men tend to have mental health pretty much ignored, and there's not much support for it, and obviously, like, his family should be being like, oh, well, that's not the appropriate thing to put, but there are so many people out there who suffer due to the fact that they're just ignoring their mental health, whether or not they're too scared or whatnot. There's been a history of mental health issues with Onision, whether it be like the internet diagnosing it, which obviously not, like, that's not the right way to do it. And then there's been people in the army have come out and said, well, yeah, he had a mental breakdown there. And realistically, if I'm brutally honest, I don't know how to say this without sounding like I'm supporting him. I do not condone any of the actions that he's done with underage girls or anything like that. I do not condone it. I just want to put that disclaimer here. So, I feel that Greg is, how do I put this? Like, he's clearly having an actual mental breakdown. I don't think that the internet should be laughing at that. I think that he's somebody who needs help, okay? Obviously, yes, call him out for all of the wrong stuff he's done. But don't belittle him for something that is clearly a mental health issue, because, I mean, there's so much more you could go to. Why this one thing? Yes, I know he's done very shit things in the past. And yes, I know that he's not the nicest person. I mean, I haven't really told you guys about this much, but years ago, this is actually how I sort of got into contact with Rag Reynolds, and I don't know if you guys know, in the past there was this YouTuber called Tola's Videos, and like, he was, yeah, actually a little bit shorter, but you know, so, like, I actually met them through Onision's Discord. Now, don't ask me how I got in there. I don't want to comment on that. But I was in there, and I wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan. But I was in there, and I met these guys there, and, like, you know, and some other girl who was, like, into fan art, I think. I'm pretty sure it was, like, fan art. It might have been normal art, but I'm pretty sure it was fan art that she was into. And she was lovely, by the way, and I got banned in the middle of talking to her, which really sucked, but, you know. That's all, like, not related. That's just, like, how I got to talk to him. But when I spoke to Onision, like, or I didn't even really say much. It was more of a case of, because I was only there for a few weeks before I got banned, and it was more of a case of other people were there and I would sit there and lurk and listen. And I spoke to him a few times, very little. So there was one conversation where we were talking about Zelda. There was another conversation where it was like he was talking about some game and I didn't know it, but everybody else in the group sort of was playing this game and I had no interest in it. And there was this other conversation where he was just being, is it really like, it's sort of like, the best way I can describe it is, you know, in anime, how there's that bad boy, and he's really, really mean to the main protagonist, and it's sort of like all the people fangirl over this character and all that, you know? It was like he was doing that, but he was belittling his fans. I know that when I was there, it was around about the time where Tall, he was a moderator and then he wasn't a moderator, which, like, obviously if you go through archives, you could probably find that information, but, like, the thing is, though, talking to him then, I feel like he's not, I don't think he's mentally healthy, and obviously that's not news to people, but I don't think that we should publicly shame anybody for any mental issues. I think that if they do something wrong, go for it. Be like, yeah, you fucked up, right? But don't just sit there and be like, you know, you guys are like, I don't know, like, I found out about this through watching a few YouTube videos, and there was like Markinator, for instance, and he was sitting there and he was just drinking his drink and watching it, and he was like, let me savor this. We shouldn't be savoring it. Like, it's obviously fucked up to savor that. I would never want to see anybody suffer, okay? Whether they've done something wrong or not. Obviously, punish them for the crime that they've done, but the thing is, authorities should be doing that, not the internet. I mean, the police are like, you know, qualified to do this. So why is it that the internet are interfering? Because that's the other thing. Like, with cases like this, okay, like, I was told with, for instance, my ex-boyfriend, there was a rape case with that, which I've spoken about on my channel before. Now, I was told that, don't do anything because it interferes with the case. And all I can see is people interfering with the case. Obviously, like, what Chris Hansen is doing is fine, okay? But people popping up and saying, like, this happened to me too, when it didn't happen to them, that interferes with the case. And so therefore, he can prove that that information is false, right? And it didn't happen. And then, from then on, because the information was considered false, I mean, there's no case for that. And it's wasted people's time. It causes so many issues when people do that. And I don't understand why people think that they always need to have a say and always need to interject themselves. I know I might sound hypocritical making this video, but I mean, I'm seeing so many people laughing about the fact that he, like, ripped off his shirt, poured kombucha on him and started crying and vomiting. Like, why is that funny? Like, that's not funny. I don't see it as funny. I don't think that, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan. I don't want to support him, but I don't think laughing at this factor is funny. And I know I'm a little bit ranty, but it pisses me off, frankly, because I feel like it's not okay. Anyway, I guess I will leave it at that. Like, hopefully, like, things work out. I am concerned about his family, to be honest, because, like, realistically, what happens after a mental breakdown like that? You know, like, is he going to hurt his family? Hopefully not, because the rabbit story was fake, but, I mean, you never know, because, I mean, he's done stuff to other people, and I think this is a really delicate situation, because we don't know the circumstances of what Kai's going through, and, I mean, for all we know, she could be tortured and have a Stockholm Syndrome situation going on. She may well be all in it. We don't know the actual details. All we know is what is shown to us on the internet and what people say, and most of it is semantics at this point. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Okay. Bye.